Alright, hell yeah. So what we're going to do is hit our Windows key and we're going to type in bulk. There we go. Because we already downloaded this. It's free download. Bulk rename utility. You know what I mean? Pop it right up. And if you want a freebie on me, you know what I mean? Put it down here. Hey, this is Windows 8. So then it's a bummer. I got to click on it, but then I can remove it. Windows 8 it, bring it in and out. Alright, hell yeah. So what we want to do is we have all these slides and they just have different names, you know what I mean? Hey, you know, my camera puts DSC on them, and that means some of these numbers can overlap because it only goes up to 10,000. It's a bummer. I don't understand why cameras do that. But anyway, so what we want to do is take all these slides and label them 1 through, you know, however many slides there are. And then for each of the different folders, I put a start and end. And so I just made a new folder, just 000, and so I'm going to move on to the next one. It's right here. So we're gonna copy these, and essentially what we're going to do is just keep numbering these. We want this to say 201 all the way to whatever. And so booyah, we're going to paste these in. And you know what I mean? Sorry for the delay. It's going to take 20 seconds. If you're on YouTube, just hit the right arrow key a couple times. You know what I mean? And if you're on YouTube, shift and the right caret, or you know, shift and period will speed this video up twice. Anyway, alright, so hell yeah, we got that in there. And now I'm going to hit the Windows 8 key, booyah, bulk rename utility. Now there's a lot going on here, you know what I mean? But it's actually plug and play, you know what I mean? So over here on this left, well, I have, hey, it's in this hard drive. And then click over here, and then here's what we're digitizing. Go over here, and we got slides. Cool, click on that, and check it out, 000. So here we go. But the only thing that you're gonna mess up is that you gotta highlight all these. So I'm just gonna highlight one, and then go Control All. So now, that's a bummer that this has to be highlighted. I don't get that aspect. But anyway, so now we can just play around with it. So we're gonna go over to numbering, and now you're like, well, it didn't do nothing. Well, because you know this is on and off, and then here, hey, this is the prefix, and then here's what it renames it. You know what I mean? And it's hard to tell. It says 1, 2, 3, but then you have all that other thing, and there's no space. So there's a couple things you can do. I think some people might want to go over here and add a underscore. You know what I mean? And then you have to add it at position 1. You know what I mean? So either of these, each of these boxes, well, it's got to be on, and it's either got to have a location like prefix or you know, and then here's your insert, and then booyah. So it did it. It inserted that underscore, so now you can actually see the darn numbers. We don't want that, and so I just, you know, I don't have to turn this box off because there's just nothing inserted. But I just want to get rid of all the other junk. So then you come over here to this remove box, and look at this, remove 1, remove 2, remove 3, remove 4. You know what I mean? So essentially remove 7, remove 9. Oh, booyah. So there was about 9 letters. See how this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? So I just come over here and do 200. You know what I mean? Or 100. Because some of your file names, let's go Windows 8, some of your file names are really long. See how these are really long? And here's a freebie on me. You can have a folder name this long, but you're gonna have huge hiccups if you label your individual photos with something that long. It won't like it. Typical photos, just from my experience, I would chop it off about here and be very nervous. You know what I mean? So even these two, it's iffy. You know what I mean? A little bit longer than this, and you're gonna have issues labeling stuff. All right, let's get back to it. So we're going to go Windows 8. So hell yeah. So there you go. So this is what it's going to rename it. And we got rid of those letters. And now we can just booyah rename. And then hit OK. And then it did it. So Windows 8, get rid of that. We're going to come here. And then heck yeah. So now they're all labeled 1 through 21. I'm just going the extra mile because now I'm actually going to copy that. And we're going to label... Oh, I did it wrong too. Holy Toledo. So anyway, yep. So we had to label it 201 and then on. So cool. So we're gonna go back to Windows 8, pull up this bulk name, And you have to kind of click off it and on it, you know what I mean? After you've already done one thing, I would click off of it and then back on it, and then Control All, and then it'll refresh. But it won't refresh if you don't do that. So now we're going to start at 201. Booyah! So now we have 201, and then we're just going to rename that. All right, hell yeah! And so it did it. It did it. Windows 8, get rid of that, and get back to. So now it's 201 to 221. So now I'm going to go the extra mile. Which one was I on, man? I thought I was down to something November. So we're on this next one. Heck yeah. And we should probably double check. You know what I mean? Hey, we're looking like that. And, oh, this is a freebie on me. You know, Control-Shift-2 gets you here. Control-Shift-6 gets you the details. Those are the two that I like. Control-Shift-2 and sky's the limit. Control-Shift-1, Control-Shift-2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about it. 7, 8. But that's it. 1 through 8, but I use 2 and 6. But there you go. And we're on the right one, 6. And now we're just going to label these. And I just put start, underscore, start. Now this is a cool trick. Shift tab. Hell yeah. It goes to this one, and then I don't have to re-click on it. Control paste, and then end. And then if I just do tab, you know, it tabs through. But if I go shift tab, it goes back. And then you don't have to unclick. You know what I mean? So if I go all the way up here and then go end, heck yeah, it goes right to there. Or Control Shift, I can just hit the arrow key forward. Let's do tab, you know, arrow key that way, front and end. Anyway, so heck yeah, we got it. We're gonna copy this, and then here's another tip. If you go right now, Alt backspace, heck yeah, it just brings you back to the last folder you're in. Sometimes that's hella better than dragging. And we're gonna go to this all and then copy paste them in. All right, booyah. So, you know, another 20 seconds, I would hit the right arrow key a couple times if you're watching this on YouTube. I wish life had a right arrow key. You know what I mean? I'd be hitting that right now. All right, sweet. So now we go. Now here we go. And I just probably hit it once and then go to end and then refresh it. Let's see, Windows 6. Look at this. Bring this in. You know what I mean? Because I just want to know the numbers. Now I go to Windows 5. Oh, I don't know why I didn't really like that. Huh, that was interesting. But Windows 5 does this list, and you know what I mean. And then you can at least go this way. Sometimes that's easier than Windows 6ing. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying Windows 6. Control Shift, holy Toledo. But yeah, Control Shift 6. You know, you like it this way? I don't know. But 222 is the next one, so we'll do it. We're gonna, and then we'll be done with the video. You know what I mean? We'll do it twice. You know what I mean? And so then we're just gonna be good to go. All right. So we were on November was the last one. I can't even, okay, November, this one, and now we're on Germany, 1978. So we're going to click on these slides, copy, alt back arrow, you know, alt left arrow, I mean, and then we're going to paste them in. Another 20 seconds. Cool. And then, so what number were we at? You know what I mean? Like right now we can go find out because I have a short-term memory, and I'm just going to go Control End. Heck yeah, so now we're 222. Alt left arrow gets us back here. Alt left again gets us in the sweet spot. Okay, and now, booyah, now Windows 8, because it's in the 8th location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you get it. And so now we're going to be, oh, damn it, I short-term memory, man. Windows 8, Alt forward, Control End, 222, Alt back. Windows 8. And 222 is what we want. I still forgot it. Short-term memory is real bad right now. Okay, so 222, and it looks like it did it, and we're just going to rename them. Whoa. See, it didn't like it, you know what I mean? You have to kind of click off of it and then click back and then click, you know, to bring up that. You got to refresh that. I don't get why it doesn't automatically refresh, but now we're good to go. So now it's going to rename those. And booyah, Windows 8. And it's a bummer that Windows 8 now is not... Okay, there we go. It worked. 222, Alt left arrow. And what were we, Germany? Heck yeah, at least remembered that. And then Alt left arrow. Click it in. Whoa, you can't click too fast. And then I do an underscore, paste that in, underscore start. And then Shift tab, get down to here, underscore, and then underscore end. All right, booyah. And then we're going to copy. And heck yeah, 222 to 240. And then once we paste these, we should be done. So there's really nothing more to see. But we did it. You know what I mean? So, and I've been using PowerShell. I'm going to link in the description my other video to PowerShell. If you wanna like write, if you wanna have something added to, yeah, I don't know. I have a video on using PowerShell to add stuff, and sometimes I use that as my go-to, even though it's kind of maybe not as plug and play. Okay, but we did it, and so now we're gonna go Control End. Heck yeah, 222 to 240. We're good to go. So thanks for joining me, and so this was bulk rename utility. Sweet. All right, thanks for joining me. That's a video.